The ANC is expected to outline the outcomes of Lekgotla this past weekend. ANC's Govan Whittles is on that story, is joining us now live. Govan, a very good morning to you. Of course, we got a little bit of an idea what were the key decisions of the Lekgotla last weekend of the African National Congress's National Executive Committee when President Cyril Ramaphosa addressed the closing of that session. And in a very surprising move, he opened that up to the media.
Yes, he did indeed, Bradan, and he sort of set the framework for today's briefing by the ANC Secretary General, in a way managing the messaging of Ace Magashule and what he could possibly say about the decisions that were taken in that ANC NEC Lekgotla. That's important, Bradan, because the Lekgotla took some very crucial and controversial decisions around independent power producers and the ability of businesses to generate their own electricity, and that's the kind of detail that we're expecting today. But the President has outlined most of what was decided on at the ANC NEC Lekgotla, but of course there are some outstanding issues, such as whether or not the ANC is still preparing to go to the State Capture Commission and respond in detail again, or will direct its deployees in government who have been implicated to go once again. And then there is of course the issue of the internal wranglings of the ANC, tensions between senior leaders and reports that there's been a fallout between the Deputy President David Mabuza and the Public Enterprises Minister Pravin Gordhan over the Eskom saga, and reporting lines going straight to the President and not to the Deputy President first. So there are still a number of issues that the Secretary General is expected to clarify. Some of them have to do with discipline in the party, but of course the big item here is what the ANC is planning for its state-owned enterprises and what kind of interventions we can expect.
Yeah, the economy will take center stage as it should, and as we understand that meeting happened. What time, Govan, does this briefing start? And as usual, the Secretary General will be accompanied by a number of top ANC officials, maybe like Jesse Duarte, the Deputy SG, and the National Spokesperson, Pulemabe.
Yeah, the briefing is expected to start at around 11 o'clock, and as you said, there are a number of senior leaders expected to accompany the Secretary General. We might see the leaders of those subcommittees from the ANC NEC Lekgotla, the ones that actually authored the reports and decisions in strategic parts of the economy that are scheduled to be implemented this year, also coming to explain some of those decisions. And then, of course, we are hoping to see the special envoy to Lesotho, former Minister Jeff Radebe, who had met with former Prime Minister of Lesotho, Tom Thabane, earlier this week. And over the weekend, of course, he was sent by the President to mediate in the ongoing crisis in that country. If he were there, then the ANC obviously would be putting forward its view on Lesotho and the developments over the last couple of days, since the Lesotho police have said that they want to bring in the former Prime Minister now for questioning. So there are a number of issues, and we're expecting an entourage of ANC leaders to be present at this briefing as they go through these issues, Bradan.
Thank you very much, Govan Whittles. And of course, the question and answer session always brings up interesting moments. And let's see what's going to come out today from 11 o'clock at Letule House, the head offices of the ANC, as the Secretary General Ace Magashule will give a fuller briefing covering more areas than the President did at the end of the ANC's NEC's Lekgotla in Irene, Kotswane at the weekend. Now, coming up.